2019. Oh, 2019. Here we are, another year's about to pass, and well, with all these sneakers here we are. What's good, everyone? Rolo Tornado Jr. here, dunksrnice, and today, before we jump into anything, this pack has just arrived here. I think you guys already know what the tape is on the box. This one's a very interesting one. I gotta say for sure that ones did dominate 2019 for sure in my list. Before we get into anything, I'm gonna go and do this tradition. I got me some Coke, and I got me some of this Hennessy Cause. This one, ooh. Y'all already know what's up. Got my little Nikon shot glass here, and I usually do this as a tradition of mine. So I'm gonna be doing 2 shots, one for 2019 and then all the other pickups of 2018 and older. So I'm gonna pour that up to the rim. So cheers to you guys. Let that alcohol taste get rid out of my mouth real quick. Alcohol does not expire, so that's that. Number 2, okay, solid. Okay, I wasn't expecting this for the Air Jordan 3s, but hey, look, the original box that it comes with. I was expecting the original 3 box they usually come in, but okay, I'm not mad about that. Let's see here. Oh, ooh, okay, these are way better in person. First look, first impression. Way better in person. Satin material on the sock liner area, on the tongue as well. This is way better than I expected. Did want to go ahead and share with you guys with this one. Last but not least, number 3. This is my list, my pickups for 2019, my criteria that made the list. So if it's not on there, it's pretty much I either passed it because I was focusing on other shoes or saving up for another grail of mine. Without wasting anybody's time, I'm gonna go start off with 2018 and older. All right, in no specific order, we got the 2018 Union ones. This one, first of all, I love this box. This reminds me of the 94 box for sure. Super dope, great concept. But the shoe itself is the black red or black gray, whatever you want to nickname or call it. This one is the Union ones that dropped in 2018, and I didn't get it the first time around. I think I was just waiting for the price to drop, but as the months passed by and it went to 2019, the price just got to a point where I told myself, I said, hey, if there's gonna be a time where you should have just gotten it before it got to a price where you just don't want to pay at all. But overall, super sick colorway. I love this concept. I do have the original pairs of the black toes along with the white and neutral gray one, but overall, super dope colorway. I like the material choices they did to have that new taste to it, the new flavor, but overall this one is the Union ones in 2018. Next up, we got the 2001 Plum Dunk Lows, and for 2 reasons why I think this one made it on my list is 1, because it was a shoe that I was hunting down and I've always wanted, and I finally got it in my size for a great price. And then number 2 is just the overall colorway. I always thought this colorway is super dope, along with the material choices that they had on the uppers, that butter suede that they have on the purple here, and just in general is just a super dope colorway. The midsole's still white, great condition, great material choices, and overall when I put them on my foot, it feels amazing. So this one definitely made it in my top pickups of 2019. So this one is the 2001 Plum Dunk Lows. And another dunk pickup, this one is in the Dunk Highs. This is the 2001 Stussy Dunk Highs, the snakeskin swoosh that you obviously see here. And man, this one has always been on my list, and I've never encountered a pair where it was like in the best condition. So when hunting this down, 2 things that made me decide it was how is the overall condition based on like the heel drag, the leather material, if it's cracking or not. So this one, I instantly saw it at a listing and I was like, man, I gotta get this one. It's overall the simplicity of it, but it's also those small hits that make it interesting and different than the rest. You know, that snakeskin swoosh, the leather material choice that they decided to do on this collaboration. Overall, just an amazing silhouette and color that they did on this one, and I've been trying to hunt this down for a while, but I'm so glad I got it finally in my possession and I finally acquired it. But this is the 2001 dunk highs, the black snakeskin joints. Man, I love this one. And I think I knew this was automatically going to be in my top pickups. And this is none other than the 1988 True Blue 3s. Without a doubt, I knew it was going to be in it. Just because for the simple fact that this was the last shoe I needed for to complete the original Jordan set. And I was just super ecstatic, super excited to finally have it in my possession with the original tissue, the original box. And you know, this is just one of those shoes that when you hold it and you look at it, you're like, damn, I finally have them in my possession. And this was that sneaker. But this one made me complete the original set, my all-time favorite Jordan, next to the ones. And this was just a shoe that I was just overall happy to have in the collection. But this is the original pair of the 3s, the 1988 True Blue 3s. And the last pickup of 2018 and older is the 1985, the original pair of the white and burgundy or maroon of the ones in the metallic series. And man, it's just something about this colorway, looking at it, differentiates from all the other metallic series compared to them. And I knew instantly that this was for sure gonna be in my pickups. And just looking at it, holding it, and saying, you know, I own that shoe is just, you know, that still blows my mind till this day. And the bonus part about it is it's in my size 9. I can rock it anytime. And I think the other reason why it didn't make it as one of my top pickups for sure is it just completed the set, and me hunting it down and finally having it just made it all in more of awe. And they're just here in my hands. So this one is a 1985 white and maroon and burgundy pair. All right, so that was all the 2018 pickups and older. So before we get into 2019 pickups, strictly only released in 2019, I gotta take another shot. Full to the brim. Cheers again. Get that alcohol taste out of my mouth. This is in no specific order until we get to the last top pickup of 2019. I think deciding between the two 4s, where it was the cool gray 4s and the bread 4s or black cement 4s, made me decide, you know, one or the two. But I think the reason why I initially went with cool gray 4s in my top list was, one, because this is the first time they retroed and bring it back since 2004. And number two, just in my opinion, I think it's the best cool gray colorway out of all the cool gray Jordans that they've released. And in my opinion, I think that's the reason why it made my list, just the overall colorway and just finally bringing them back. But this is the 2019 cool gray 4s. And here we are with another Jordan 1 retro. These are the 2019 LA to Chicago 1s, the Jordan 1 ESPYs, whatever nickname you want to label them as. But these, I think the first time I saw them, I was like, yo, those are fire. I definitely got a cop. It's a very interesting one, especially purple being one of my favorite colorways. And I think the dope part about it is, since you can customize the whole entire uppers to your liking, you can make it to a one-of-one custom. So that's the dope part about it. But overall, I knew this was gonna make it in my top pickups of 2019. But these are the 2019 LA to Chicago Jordan 1 ESPYs. Man, a super fire colorway. Okay, and we got another Jordan 1 retro on the list. And this one is actually my underrated pickup for 2019. These are the 2019 Turbo Green 1s. And I think a few factors went deciding on why this one should be on my list. Because you're taking an OG Jordan colorway with a modern day twist to it. And I think the material choices that you have on here is very interesting. It's very unique. The leather is a lot different. You got that nylon tongue, and then you have this bright, vibrant color on the inside. But when you actually look on the outer area, on the uppers, it's different. And I think that's another reason why I like it, because, you know, it screams OG, but looking at it is like, hold up, there's actually a twist to it. And although one thing I wish they did change, and when I first saw it, was the gray sole, I was like, maybe they should have went with the actually matching sole. But the more I looked at it, the more I kind of just said, you know what, it's actually great how it is. But overall than that, the SP19 Air Jordan 1 High OG mark on the side panels, that's one thing I would remove. But otherwise than that, this is my underrated pickup of 2019, the Turbo Green 1s. All right, here we are with another Jordan 1 retro, and I promise you guys this will be the last Jordan 1 pickup for sure. But these are the 2019 Travis Scott Jordan 1 retros. And when I first saw these, I was like, okay, this isn't bad, but I gotta see it in person. It wasn't until I saw it in person, held them, look at them, felt the materials, and I was like, okay, these are way better than I expected. You know, when you take a Jordan 1, it's already good how it is. You know what I mean? If it's not broken, don't fix it unless you're trying to, you know, put a statement out there. And when I saw when he had that different swoosh that's a lot larger than ones in general, and it's in reverse backwards obviously, I was like, okay, you know, this is actually very interesting. I like that take on it. You know, you obviously have your material choices, the different material on the sock liner and the collars, and then you got that pocket with that red satin, and then you have your Cactus Jack side tag on the side of the tongue and on the back as well. Makes it all the difference. Again, it's the small things that make the big differences, and that colorway, that off edge on the midsoles as well, and the colorway, you know, this is a very dope, interesting take on it. So this one made it on my top 2 for those reasons, and without a doubt I had a hard time picking between this one and the next one. Was none other than the 2019 Sakai joints, this colorway specifically. Now I recently did a video on that in my recent pickups that I haven't shown you, but this one, you know, when you make a shoe the #1 sneaker in your pickup, and when you make a list, there is a bunch of criteria or, you know, factors that you want to consider making, you know, the top 3, top 5, top 10, whatever top or whatever it is. And initially when I first saw this sneaker, the colorway, I was like, yo, that shoe, that take on original model, and, you know, doing a one of modern day twist, made it like saying, wow, this sneaker alone is definitely in that tier bracket level of making it in the top 10 pickups of 2019. And I just simply love the colorway, that take onto it, the material choices. And the only thing I wish that I would change on this sneaker, maybe you like it, maybe you don't, is this back part here on the midsole. I feel that if you were to remove it or take that part out, it would be a more sleek design, and that would make it definitely in anybody's top 5 pickups. You know, I do love the double tongue on it, the laces choices that came with it, the swooshes, the orange, the black, and then you have this neon green, that vibrant saturated color that screams at you. The material choices, you have a nice buttery suede on the toe front area, and on the back you have this nice nubuck take, and then you have the Nike Sakai. Everything that went on this shoe made it definitely as a #1 shoe, and I think that's the reason why I like this, and is the reason why it made it as my #1 sneaker for 2019. And that is all my top pickups of 2019. Comment down below in the comment section of what your top pickups are from 2019, and also if you guys agree with me that this sneaker here is the top pickup of 2019. But otherwise than that, comment, like, subscribe, and all that good things. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, I'm out, you guys. Yay!